Thank you for tuning back into Shoot the Stuff. Got a different video today, and it's on this guy named Rich Cooper. Now, Rich Cooper, it's not actually on him. It's about his show, and I'll let you know about what's going on in a few. But let me give you some context on Rich Cooper. He's a alpha male, red pill type of guy. You know, it's this whole big thing on YouTube, you know, a manosphere, where it's guys giving other guys advice on how to pick up chicks, right? So this guy, Rich Cooper, you know, he tells you what to do as far as, you know, finances, working out, investing, and pretty much what girls to stay away from, things like that. So, you know, he has a part on his channel to where he lets people call in and get advice. He actually has a book and stuff like that. Now, there's a place for these guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on these people. I'm not in his situation. Like, I've been married 10 years. I got kids, stuff like that. And his mindset right now is, I don't know. It's good and it's bad. I agree with some things he say, and I disagree with some stuff, just like anything, right? So anyway, now that you got that, this part of his show, a woman calls in, and she don't like exactly what he has to say as far as single mothers, right? So we're gonna watch and see exactly what happens.
Okay, what is your grievance?
I just want to know why you hate single mothers so much.
And what makes you think I hate single mothers?
The way you talk about everyone on your channel.
Okay, and what have you heard? What am I talking about?
You just make single mothers sound like complete scum.
Did you listen to the first 15 minutes of the video?
I didn't.
Did you listen to the first 15 minutes of the video?
I didn't.
So I had to play it back. Now listen, he has the guest on the show, the guy you see on the right, and he's pretty much the same as Rich, and they pretty much giving people advice at the same time, right? So that's one of my pet peeves too. Like, you know, you can't just go into a show and not have watched the beginning of the show, because it might have had your answers there, you know? So anyway, as you can see, she seems like she's really hurt about what guy got to say. And I could already tell this is about to be crazy, about to be good. So let's see what happens.
No, I didn't.
Oh my. Megan, I'm not going to repeat it because I already covered it for the rest of the audience. I said in the chat to go back and watch the beginning and you'll understand it.
Right.
There's no hate. Like, what is the grievance here exactly?
On your other videos that you talk about single moms, you talk about them like they're complete trash. And I'm not a single mother, but I think it's really offensive.
Okay, so what's your position? So why are you actually offended by that if you're not a single mother?
I'm offended because my mom raised me as a single mother.
See, that's another thing now. Look, peep game, look. So he gives guys advice on what to stay away from. He's not actually physically talking about single mothers. I got a son. I'm gonna let you know now. I'm gonna tell him to go to the single girls. All right. I'm not going to tell him to look for the person that got 2 or 3 kids. Why? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him to stay away from that if he can help it. I mean, it's just common sense, you know, no hate against single mothers or whatever. I mean, but it's just common sense. You trying to line your kid or whoever up for the best, right? And then, you know, with single mothers and stuff, it comes with baggage. You got the kids, you got the husbands or the baby daddies or whatever you want to call them. And I can understand what he's doing here. So anyway, let's get back into it. Like,
okay.
And I don't think you should be talking trash about women who are working hard with what they have.
Okay, so what's the trash? Explain the trash part to me.
Some of the other things you say in other videos, you
like
just
what?
make women sound horrible. Like men are so much better than women. Women are just about fucking you guys.
Can you be specific?
I am being specific. I want to know why you have such an anger and hatred in your heart towards single mothers.
And I hate when people have like they hate you, and when somebody asks you why, they can't really pinpoint why. They can't really, you know, be specific on what they hate you about. You know what I'm saying? I guess you don't hate him, but what she don't like about what he's saying, you know, like, be specific. He just wants to know exactly why you know, what's your point? Like what you mad about?
There's no anger. There's no hatred.
See, you told her.
That's not what it comes up with when you watch your videos.
John?
I have zero anger or hatred or dislike for the single mothers that I've dated at all. Even the one that was like kind of crazy and like stood me up and didn't like that I was a good father. I don't have no problem with them at all, but they're not compatible for me to date. It's not a good option for me to spend time with and put resources into.
See, and what I like about this, like I said, I catch this show sometimes. I'll be at work at night. I'll be watching all kinds of crazy stuff, man, from Fashion Fit to them. Like a lot of these alpha males, a lot of it's just entertaining and funny and stuff like that. But these guys that been through it, like Rich, he's been married. I watched one of his other videos, and he said that he didn't really pick up on the red pill alpha male thing till he was 43 years old. You know what I'm saying? He decided to go this route after he got divorced. He had been married for a while, had kids, he got divorced. So he knows what it's like to be in relationships and stuff like that. So he's just not talking outside of his head. He's been there, done that. And that's the reason why I like, I would rather, if I was a guy on the streets, listen to Rich Cooper, because he's been there, done that. A lot of these other guys, young, don't know what's going on, just talking outside of their head and don't really know what's going on. He's lived and been there before.
At all. It hasn't worked out, and I don't see a positive situation for me personally.
So let's ask this question for clarity. So, what do you think this hate is?
Well, I obviously think you've been hurt by women, and I know you like to laugh about that, but it's not nice
I was hurt by the government.
What?
I was hurt by the government.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure.
Hey, I've been there. I was on child support, recently got off of it, I say about 5 months ago, and it's the best thing ever. Let me just put that out there. But anyway, not really, because my child's in college, and guess what? All that money's going there plus some. But at least it's coming from me, not from the government. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I agree with John. I guess that's the only point I had right there.
You were, and you guys can have your own opinion on women, but some women are trying their hardest. You know, some men aren't that great to them.
So why are you so offended? Like, I'm confused, because if I say something like, question. Well, you're far better off dating a woman without children than a woman with children, why is that deemed as hatred by you?
It's not hatred, but some of the things you guys say not you guys, just Richard. Okay. Some things that you say are very offensive towards women. Like, you obviously think that men are so much better.
What is offensive?
Well,
and she's still on that. Man are so much better. His channel is for man. You watching it just because you like it, I guess, right? He's trying to teach man on what to do. Okay. So, hey, can I help you? Huh? That's the stuff I got to deal with. So, I forgot what I was going to say. So why is she watching it? You know what I'm saying? Not saying she can't watch it, but you offended on what he's telling man. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just watch.
Well, I've watched a bunch of your videos. I can't remember everything.
See, she's watching this content. She likes it.
I just don't get why.
You're offended by, Megan. That's what I'm asking you. What is it that you're offended by?
He's asked that since the beginning.
Why are you telling men not to date women that have children?
Because women without children are better.
That's not true.
And that's the reason why I like Rich, babe, because he's like straight there and to the point. Like, he didn't think about that at all. He already knew the answer. No matter what she's got to say, and he knew that she's gonna, wasn't gonna like that. But hey, to each his own.
Why is it not true?
What makes them better than women that don't have children?
I mean, how many single mothers have you dated?
I dated single dads before I got married, and you know what? Single dads aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Now, me and my wife been together. Well, our anniversary is about to be 10 years this year, and we've been together longer than that, though. And before her, though, I have been in a relationship with women with kids, and it could be rough. It wasn't rough for me, you know what I'm saying? But I can understand why Rich tells, especially younger guys, to look for the single ones. Not the single. I keep saying that. Look for the ones without kids, because it's just less headache. And that's just, anybody, woman, guys can understand why he tells guys to do that. You should be able to.
Either.
Okay, so a woman without kids doesn't bring the level of complexity to a man's life that a woman with kids brings.
Right.
You understand that, right?
Sort of, but I just find it offensive the way you talk about mothers.
Well, you're only offended because it's true. People don't get offended if it's a lie.
I don't find it necessarily true. I had a deadbeat father. That you don't go around raw dogging women and making children.
I mean, I'm sorry, women.
Hey, see what I'm saying, man? That's what it is. It's finally coming out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just want her to make her point. She's not really saying anything. She just keeps going in circles saying the same thing. I mean, don't go around raw dogging women. First of all, it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't on nobody's side. I'm not even a red pill alpha male type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, me and my wife, we both got good jobs. We both make good money. We got kids. If I have an idea, I go to her with it. If she has an idea, she comes to me with it. We compromise and we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I think with the alpha male field, and I'm not really into that, you know, they the leader, they make the demands, the choices, the whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all whatever they got to say. Forget the women. That's how they think. But me, you know, it's whatever. So I don't know. Does that mean I'm a beta? I don't know.
Need to have accountability for who they choose to have sex with.
Yes, that's
why is it always a guy's fault? I mean, I'm sorry, but like, unless she was raped, like women are in control of who puts their penis in them, and they have options of like 30 to 40 different types of birth control. I'm sorry, but like that's ridiculous. Okay, like I'm sorry, that's one of the biggest problems with single mothers is there's no accountability.
What do you think?
You chose to have sex with an undesirable male that wasn't going to be around and got pregnant by them, and you have 30 to 40 different options of birth control.
Yeah, but how do you know that a guy's not going to be around?
I date you, and then we get married someday. Like I'm financially responsible for your children now, also because of a mistake you made.
So, did your mother take any ownership in this mistake, or was it all your dad's fault?
No.
See, they done pulled it out of her. I mean, she had some, I guess, about childhood, or her father wasn't there, and she's kind of letting people. That's the reason why she doesn't like what Rich is saying. You know, not because of the advice that he's given them. I still can't figure out her problem.
No, my mother takes responsibility as well.
Okay, so maybe I should ask you this question: why do you hate men?
I don't hate men. I have a son. I don't hate men. I love my husband. I have a son.
Well, it seems like
brother.
Resentment towards men and things that I say about.
I get resentment to people that are talking shit about single mothers. Like some women work really hard to raise their kids.
It's YouTube, so try to limit the swearing.
Sorry.
So my question to you is, you think that single mothers are just as good as women without children? Or they're better?
I think I'm a good mother, and I'm a good woman, and I have children.
We're not talking about you because you're married, right?
That's the thing. Look, she keep on trying to put what she got going. And see, like, she's married. His whole show has nothing to do with, like, his audience is not her or her husband. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? He got a younger audience. Of course, they're not married. Or some of them are married, and some of them want to get out of their marriages, so they call in and talk about that. But she is not, or he is not her audience. I mean, if you can understand what I'm saying, was she's I can't even think. You know what I'm saying? Like, she going at him on what she believes, and she is not set up to be in his program. If you can understand what I'm saying, like, she's married. You know what I'm saying? He's not talking to married people. He's talking to single ones trying to find their mate. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand, like, what her problem is.
You're a happily married woman.
Yeah.
Or are you looking to get divorced? Like,
no.
Your relationship?
No, happily married.
Okay, so you're a happily married woman with children, but you're offended because I say to guys, hey, look, guys, if you're a 30-year-old man, you're chasing excellence, you don't have any kids, you want to get on your purpose in life, stay away from single mothers. And that's offensive because why? Exactly.
Because there's women out there that have kids that are single mothers that are good women.
Okay, but a woman without children in tow is a better choice for that guy. So why would he invite that level of complexity into his life?
Right.
But some men love children. So what's wrong with
See what I'm saying, man? She's just arguing just to argue now. All right. I mean, I can't understand why or how you can't understand what he's saying. I mean, he's just telling you, like, look, a person without kids is better than a person with kids when it comes to relationships, when it comes to trying to find a relationship. That's it. That's it. I mean, I don't understand like what's so hard about that.
With opening your heart to someone's child.
Let me ask you this question. So you're a mother with a son. So let's say that your son is 25 years old and he says, hey, Mom, I got this great girl. She's got 3 kids, like 2 of them from different fathers.
I like where this is going.
I'm going to bring them over for Thanksgiving.
It depends on the woman.
She's lying. She's lying. I got 3 boys, man. One of them's 19, a 12, and an 8. All 3 of them, I'm like, bruh, really? Like 3 kids, man? I mean, you know, if that's what you like, you know, I ain't going to down them about it. But if that's what you like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But hey, come on, man. There's a lot of them out there your age without kids, man. I just don't want you to get into this, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just what I would tell him. Now, if he decides to do that, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I've did it before. I've been there, done that. So I know the burden that's it's gonna put on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I would say to my kids. I'm not gonna be like, it depends on her. Now, if she ends up being nice and I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna tell him to steer the other way first. Facts.
Oh, now it depends.
No, it depends on women, because some women are completely crazy and some women are really nice people.
Well, let's say your son is dating 3 women and 2 of them don't have any children. They've got a great future ahead of them.
What does the future of strength
sorry about the ads, man. I thought
it's a personal.
You know, they're all 25. Your son's 25 years old. They've got a university degree, blah, blah, blah. And he's got this one girl who's got 3 kids in tow from 2 different fathers, who's also 25, who's got a train wreck of a life right now. She doesn't have things together and she brings drama to the table. Would you be telling your son you should pick that woman with 3 kids, or you should go to Sally over there who doesn't have 3 kids?
I would probably say the girl without kids, but I'm not saying that they're better.
Listen to what she said, man. She would probably say the girl without kids, but she wouldn't say that they were better. Why would you say the one without kids then? I mean,
it's not that funny.
We're not saying the woman is better choice. We're taking all emotion out of it, and we're looking at like, you know, factual things that are going to happen to your life. Like, you're going to take on more of a load, more responsibility.
That's it.
Harder work to date a woman with kids.
That's it.
There's some men that have do it with a married woman.
A woman with children.
Okay, well, I'm not saying they're better or not. I'm just saying I don't think you should talk so much crap about mothers.
And that's the thing. He doesn't talking crap about moms. He just saying exactly what he's saying here. I don't understand why she didn't come to him like that. He never talks crap about women, our mothers. He just says or tells his students or the guys that call into the show to go the single or the ones without kid route, right? That's it. Go there. Less burden. And he's telling her that, and she keeps talking about this crap stuff. I don't understand it.
It's advice. I have friends who have married women who had children and had children with them. Awesome. Great. I don't think any less of them at all.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if they were to call me and ask me for advice, I'd say, I don't know if this is the best idea for you.
Right.
Just being honest.
Exactly.
Not because she's not a good person or whatever. I don't know anything about that. I'm just saying, just financially, whatever. Are you sure? I'm going to check to make sure they're absolutely sure. Because, some guys are going to be willing to take on the extra burden. Fine.
And the thing is, these two right here, they've been there and done that before a couple of times. So they're going to tell them, I mean, you know, if you do something 3 times and all 3 times or 2 out of 3 times you had something come up or a situation and you didn't like that situation, guess what? You're going to stay away from that situation, right? And that's all they telling people. Like, look, man, you know, I've been here, done that. You know, I've been with one of the kids. This happened. It was crazy. It was crazy here. It was crazy there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to stay away from that and go this route. And that's what he's telling his students or whatever. And she can't understand that for some reason.
It's up to them. But guys need to understand that they don't have to. You're not forced into that situation.
Right.
And I think a lot of guys feel like they're conditioned into like, you have to date single women. You don't. You're allowed to have whatever boundaries you want to. And I think that's the message.
Your choice at the end of the day.
You can decide however you want to live your life. You can decide on whoever you want to date, and it's okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Megan, are you a stay-at-home mom or do you work?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, awesome. So that's a nice job to have. And you got one child, two children?
Two.
Okay.
Two.
And your husband works full time?
Yeah.
What does he do for a living?
He's a contractor.
Okay, so you've got a guy that's facilitated a life where you can be a stay-at-home mom and raise your son and be the parent that you want it to be. But you chose this man because he could facilitate that. You could have had the choice of another guy, let's say,
right,
that was also a contractor, but had 3 children in tow from a prior marriage. But you chose the guy that had more disposable income because you wanted that to facilitate your stay-at-home mom lifestyle, yeah?
Right, and that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, I've watched a lot of these videos. Everybody has their preferences, right? Everybody wants, you know, there's a lot of chicks that want guys that's over 6 foot. There's a lot of chicks that want guys that's not big. Just like with guys, there's a lot, you know, we might not want a girl that's, you know, obese, or we might want somebody that does this or does that. Everybody has, you know, their preferences, and you can't hate on that. You know what I'm saying? And his show is basically his opinion. You know what I'm saying? And if guys choose to watch that and they agree with what he's saying, then let it be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't call in and try to get on him just because he has his ways.
Well, I also help my husband.
I have nothing against single women. There's some beautiful single women out there. I'm just saying that you have to make educated choices as an adult if you want to get great results out of life. You have the result that you have right now as a stay-at-home mom raising your son because your husband facilitates that because of his job, because he didn't bring extra drama to the table. You chose that. That was a good choice.
Right.
Yeah.
You would probably encourage your son to do the exact same thing when he's an adult. It's got nothing to do with we don't like or we like single mothers. It's a better choice for men that are putting a dent in the universe to not invite that layer of complexity in their life. That's all it is.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
You get it?
And that's about the end of the video. But listen, sometimes, man, you just need to stay in your lane, right? You know, like when I watch certain videos, I watch videos like his. I watch actually videos ran by a woman that talk just like him, but for the woman, right? So they talk, you know, not down on guys, but they might tell a woman, don't date this type of guy, right? And that type of guy might be me. But I'm not going to take it to heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they tell, you know, if a woman's telling you not to date a guy under 6 foot, guess what? I'm in that realm. You're not dating me because I'm under 6 foot. But I'm not going to call on the show and be like, you shouldn't be telling women that. Guess what? That's your choice. You feel me? So anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was a funny video, man. Rich Cooper, he got a lot of them like that. I'm going to do a lot of reactions to his videos because he has people call in. There's some people who have some crazy takes on his show, and also Fresh and Fit too, but they be claiming a lot of these videos and stuff, so I don't know if I'm gonna go there. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Your boy's trying to come up, you know what I'm saying? And y'all be good. Peace.